Do you know that over 400 million people worldwide today are affected by diabetes? What is diabetes? How can we spot it, prevent it, and manage it? Well, you're welcome once more again to another session with me. Today we'll be discussing 5 things we need to know about diabetes. Now, the first thing is, what is diabetes? Well, diabetes is a chronic health condition that affects how our body turns food into energy. So, for normal healthy patients, when we eat, our body breaks down the food into sugar or glucose. Now, that sugar enters into the bloodstream, and in response, the pancreas releases insulin. And what is insulin? Insulin is a hormone that helps glucose to enter our cells to be used for energy. So it means when we eat, our foods are breaking down into sugar or glucose. And these are found in the bloodstream. Now, in order for this sugar or glucose to get to various cells in the body, the hormone insulin is needed to take them to these various cells. So that hormone insulin helps to carry these various sugars or glucose to their various destinations. But people with diabetes, the system does not work properly. What happens is that it's either the body does not make enough insulin or cannot use it effectively. So this leads to high blood sugar that is also called hyperglycemia. Now, the second thing we need to know about diabetes is the types of diabetes. Well, there are basically 3 types of diabetes. The first type is type 1 diabetes. And in this is an autoimmune condition where the body attacks insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. So what happens here is that the body itself attacks the cells producing insulin. So insulin is not produced. And this usually occurs in children or young adults. People with type 1 type of diabetes need daily insulin injection to function properly. The second type of diabetes is the type 2 diabetes, which is the most common type of diabetes that we have worldwide today. And this happens when the body becomes resistant to insulin or does not produce enough insulin to be used. And this is often linked to lifestyle factors such as diet, the kind of food we eat, the drinks we consume, when we eat and when we drink, activities levels, if we have exercise regularly or not, and also weight. It is usually said that those who have high body mass are more likely to become diabetic. Now, the third type of diabetes that we have is the gestational diabetes, which usually occurs during pregnancy and usually goes away after childbirth. However, it increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes later in years. So this gestational diabetes is found usually among women who are pregnant, and after delivery, you see that their sugar level return back to normal. But those who are exposed to this form of diabetes are at risk of becoming type 2 diabetic patients later in life. Now, the third thing we need to know about diabetes is the signs and symptoms. There are common signs and symptoms of diabetes, and these include 1. Frequent urination, excessive taste, unexplained weight loss, fatigue, blurred vision, slow healing wounds, tingling or numbness in hands and feet. So these are some of the signs and symptoms people may present that may suggest that they are diabetic. But it is not enough to conclude based on these signs and symptoms. It is usually advised that you seek the opinion of a medical health practitioner before you commence treatment or you conclude that the person is diabetic or not. The fourth thing to know about diabetes is the prevention. How can we prevent it? Type 1 form of diabetes cannot be prevented because it's an autoimmune condition. The body on its own acts to stop the insulin producing cells from producing insulin. So there's nothing we can do to correct that. But the type 2 form of diabetes can be prevented. One, we need to stay active. That's engage in exercise that can help us to stay active. This can help us to prevent this condition. Two, eat a balanced diet. There's a saying that we become what we eat. So we want to watch what we eat. We want to avoid eating excessive form of calories, drinking substance that contains high amount of calories, and can also pose us at risk of becoming diabetic. We want to focus on whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. 3. Maintain a healthy weight. Like I said earlier, if we are obese, the chances of we becoming diabetic is not too far, very close to each other. So we want to watch our weight, we want to maintain our weight. The fourth thing we need to as well avoid smoking and limit alcohol. Alcohol places us at a greater risk. We want to try as much as possible to cut down the limits of our alcohol, avoid smoking. This can place us at risk of becoming diabetic. They want to as well get regular checkups. It is important that we regularly check our sugar level, especially those who are already advanced and those who already have history of diabetes within the family line. So we want to check our sugar level regularly. And there are various forms of tests we can do. We have the fasting blood sugar, which is done after a 12 hours fast. So maybe if you ate your last meal around 8 or 7 in the evening, by 7 next morning, you can go to the laboratory, you can go to the hospital to block your fasting blood sugar. We also have the random blood sugar, which is done randomly in the clinic. You can as well do that. Depending on the signs and symptoms you are presenting, you can as well do both test, which is oral glucose tolerance test. You can as well run this test, which is called the A1C test. All these are various test methods to check our